Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a first here on the Corky's World channel. So I recently watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, the movie, and I love movies, guys. I'm a huge movie fan, and I love doing reviews. I have Corky's Quickies on my Instagram, which is I'll snap a few pics, and then I'll write a tiny little review, give it a grade at the end of it. And I thought, why not try and incorporate that into the Corky's World channel? You know, so I got the Blu-ray, I popped it in, I fired it up, I got my notes right here, and then I thought, you know, I could hop in front of the camera and just talk and clip in, you know, pieces of the movie like most people do a review. And then I thought, why don't I play a game that correlates to the movie? Now, at the time, I knew I had this game on my 360 hard drive, but I did not realize that it was actually the same title as the movie. Which is, I'm pretty sure that's correct. In my notes, all I wrote down was TMNT 2. So, I'm pretty sure it was called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Which is crazy, because if it is, I'm also pretty sure this game came out... Yeah, Out of the Shadows. I'm pretty sure this game came out before the movie. Like, I don't think it was a correlating side-by-side thing. So, I've got my notes. I'm going to play a bit of this game. You guys can check out some of the gameplay. And I'll just resume game. Why not? So, obviously, this isn't the movie storyline because these turtles look way more like the actual video game and TV shows than the... I have no idea, like, what's even happening right now. Dude, get the fuck out of here that I was in a boss fight. I don't remember how to play this at all.
My greatest invention yet.
Dude, so what do I do? Am I supposed to hit it? Dude, what is happening right now? So I should have gotten someone else to play this while I talk about the movie. So I'm going to start running down my notes, and hopefully I'm also doing good at the game. So let's start off. It opens in a Knicks game, which is awesome. Just like classic Turtles to embrace themselves in, you know, in the heart of New York. So it opens in a Knicks game, and we find out that Will Arnett's character, Falcon is what he's calling himself, has actually taken credit for the Turtles defeating Shredder in the first movie. And a common theme that kind of was rung on in the first movie, but not so much, is that Michelangelo wants to be in the spotlight. You know, he wants to be on the surface. He wants to show everyone who he is, and, you know, they're teenagers, so it makes sense that they also want to be, you know, known and have a social life. Next note is that Megan Fox is hot, but dumb as hell. And I can't blame that on Megan Fox, you know. She was just acting her part, you know. I think they just... The worst part about the movie was Megan Fox's... I'm going to try and do this move right here. Was Megan Fox's April O'Neil, because it's nothing like the comics. It's nothing like the original movies or TV show that we remember. You know, she was like rushing headlong into dangerous situations, which April O'Neil is supposed to be a smart person. She wouldn't just like... How do I use this health pack? Okay, cool. I switched. She wouldn't just like rush headlong into dangerous situations that she knows were a bad idea. I can't believe I beat that while I'm trying to talk about this movie. Alright, moving along. Stephen Amell crushed it as Casey Jones. Again, not the Casey Jones we know by heart, the long-haired rebel bad boy. This Casey Jones is, I almost said cop, but he wasn't a cop. He was a security guard, a prison guard, and who wanted to be a detective because he loved New York and he wanted to help the people of New York, which he eventually did. I had an explosion counter because this was a Michael Bay film. I only counted 5, which is it's pretty low for a Michael Bay film, but still, it was worth mentioning. So, in this, and at the end of the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie of this new series, they show like the little turtle van, which did not make a... Alright, oh god, I'm doing terrible. It did not make a reoccurrence. Instead, they had a Turtle-mobile, and that shit was on fire. It was like flinging sewer grates, and it was, it had crazy modifications. It was awesome. A double plus. So, moving right along. Oh, dude, I died. Yeah, restart from checkpoint. Moving right along, there were lots of old school references, and I'm super appreciative of that. I already said that the plot was a bit repetitive. The inner struggle with them working as a team came back, and that's pretty much what the whole first movie was about. Like, I'm the leader, no, I am, blah, 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 blah. Johnny Knoxville did not return to voice Leonardo, which I thought was weird. I don't know, I can't imagine he was busy. So I don't know why he didn't jump right into this. So Dr. Baxter was played by Tyler Perry, and he was also incredible. He did that nerd role perfectly. The nerd who had that kind of evil streak because he wanted more, he wanted better out of life. Sadly, as I recall, he's still alive in the end of the movie. Like, I don't think Shredder kills him or anything. But no hints to him turning into the Fly, the Fly version of himself that we all remember from the cartoons. So, moving right along. Yeah, Tyler Perry was fantastic, guys. I'm a huge fan. Next is Bebop and Rocksteady, which were, forgive me for forgetting your name, the person who played Bebop, but Rocksteady was played by WWE wrestler Sheamus, and he did a fantastic job. Now, I'm pretty sure this is his first leap into major acting, but way to go, dude. It was incredible. The chemistry between Bebop and Rocksteady was fantastic, and I couldn't have asked for more. The graphics looked incredible on them. It kind of really took a movie that could have been, a D+ and really bumped it up a few letter grades. Splinter is back, voiced by Tony Shalhoub. I thought that was incredible casting. He fits that voice so well. Granted, it's not the gravelly, slow-talking Splinter from the 80s movies, but still a very good kick-ass Splinter. There was this part where the Turtles take Casey Jones back to the lair for the first time, and Casey's like, guys, don't look, but over there's a huge rat. And Raphael's like, yeah, he shows up sometimes. You just got to sneak up on him. So Casey Jones runs up on Splinter, and Splinter just knocks him down to the ground. It was fantastic. So, like I said, this Casey Jones is upbeat, hyper. Not the Casey Jones we know, but not terrible either. All right, right trigger, left bumper. Thanks, Mikey. Awesome. All right, Shredder is back by the same actor. I didn't write it down. Not super important, because Shredder is actually playing second string to the main villain of this movie. And spoiler alerts right now, guys. If you're wanting to watch this for yourself and you want to go in blind, stop the video right now or jump forward. I don't know. No, I don't even want to say that. Just stop the video right now, guys, and watch for yourself, and then come back. If you're all right, I'll give you 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, something I will give the movie and studio credit for is they hid the villain of this very well. I saw a ton of trailers, and never once did the main villain get leaked. And that villain is Krang. Commander Krang from fucking from our childhood, guys. The mech suit that he's wearing is incredible. His his animation is fine. I didn't hate it. It wasn't fantastic, but it did a good job. And his whole point of existence in this is they break Shredder. The Foot breaks Shredder out of jail, and the Foot and Baxter together break Shredder out of jail, and they use this teleportation device that actually belongs to Krang, and pieces of it landed on Earth hundreds of thousands of years ago. So Krang tells Shredder, I'll help you take over the world, you just got to get these pieces together so I can bring my ship through. So Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady, I died again. It's hard to review a movie and play a game at the same time. Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady gather the pieces, you know, while the Turtles are fumbling with leadership problems and a family and half wanting to be in the light, half not. They gather the pieces and Krang comes through and starts bringing pieces of the Techno-Drone. The fucking Techno-Drone through. And, you know, Shredder's like, I thought we were going to do this together. And Krang's like, nah, you're an idiot. And freezes Shredder and puts him down below in his, like, collection of different creatures and stuff. Which is, it was pretty crazy. Eventually, the Turtles get together and stop Krang, and they come together as a team, and it was just fantastic. Some other notes I have scribbled down. Carmelo Anthony made an appearance, which was just ridiculous. Will Arnett, fantastic job. You know, Megan Fox is hot and dumb. Not her fault. Might have been the way, you know, it could have been the writing, but it also could have been written because they knew it was Megan Fox. She didn't at one point have yellow on, which we all expect to see from April O'Neil no matter what now. And only she was never a reporter until the very end, where it kind of felt like it was like shoved in your throat, like, oh, don't forget, April O'Neil's a reporter. So that sucked. They said Turtle Power a couple times, and that was awesome. Megan Fox said Cowabunga once, and it was the worst. What else do I got here? Mikey killed it. You know, guys, this movie did such a great job of fan service. It did so, you know, it tried so hard to pack references in for everybody. It tried to make a movie that, you know, older fans of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles can enjoy with younger fans of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And for that, you know, I applaud that. We need more movies that are trying to connect old and young, you know, new and old, young and elder, being able to bridge that gap, taking your kids or your friends' kids or your nieces, nephews to a movie that has something that you used to love in it is such a treasure that doesn't get to happen very often. So it was just, guys, it was such a good movie. If you're a fan of Turtles at all, if you really enjoyed the old 80s movies, please check this out. Even if you didn't like the first one of these, because I really like Out of the Shadows more than the first Michael Bay iteration. Like, I really thought it stepped up its game. With that in mind, guys, I give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, the movie, B+, which is pretty high for me. I'm a pretty crucial movie guy. So, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This was my first movie review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. If you have other movies you'd like me to watch, I got a lot of free time right now. You know, that's about to change sometime soon, but I will be more than willing to try and find that movie and do a review. What really helps is if there is a movie that you want me to review that is somewhat linked or can be linked to a video game franchise. Like, I really wanted to play Turtles in Time, but I had no way of recording that. So, guys, go check out Turtles. You know, Turtle Power, Cowabunga, all that good stuff. Grab a slice of pizza, and no matter what you do, be good to yourself, be good to each other. And me and Mikey will see you in the next episode. Later days, guys!